This is a regular boot. That's roofing tar substance that they put on. This was replaced in 2014. I had all the boots replaced in 2014 by a contractor because I just don't like being up here. The part that goes bad is this is rubber. You can see it deflect with my finger a little bit. That rots out and lets the water through it. Basically cracks and dry rots and completely deteriorates. As you can see, there's no cracks in here. It's completely fine. I mean, there's a spider web here. So this is an exposed boot. This is how a house typically looks on a boot. That one you can see. I'm going to do this one actually. It's closer. This is considered an over boot. So these boots were replaced also. But in addition to that, before I had the boots replaced, I had them put, I had put these over boots on because it had leaks. Because boots just deteriorate. They have a limited life. So what this is it just slips on top of the pipe. And this one was short, so I had to trim it. You can see. Come on. It just slips on top of it so that if this rubber part deteriorates with sun being on it, the sun destroys everything over time. Even if that deteriorates, there's no path for water to get through here, because as you can see, this is a big plastic boot that goes over it, and then this piece is a U shape that fits inside here and around here. So the only place for the water, the rainwater, to go is down the sewer, because all these are the vertical vent pipes that just connect directly to the sewer system. So, yep, it smells like the sewer. And that's all that is. So that, I don't know if they were confusing the age of that or not, but you can see when I had them replace these boots, they did replace some of the tiles as well. They don't match quite perfectly. And then they use quite a bit of that caulk where they put the nails to replace the new roof shingles. And then the way the roof shingles work is this boot is square out to probably here. It's just a square shape, and it works on just thinking about gravity. Always think about gravity. The only way rain is going to get through the roof is if it goes uphill, which it doesn't do, or there's something lifted up high enough where wind can drive it far enough up. But each one of these shingles, this is only half of the exposed shingle. The shingle goes up to around here, even a little bit further, so that there's always at least 2 shingle thicknesses on here. And then these gaps stagger, so the gap only goes halfway up through a shingle. And that's just to make the shingle shape, really. So by replacing these, they have to slide them up underneath and then do the surface now, where usually you put them from the bottom up, and then each successive layer hides the nails that are actually in a row across here. At the top of this shingle, there's the nails up here, and then this shingle covers the nails in that layer all the way up into the top row. And then the top row you cover left to right all the way over to the final one at the corner of the peak that has exposed nails. So that's one of the boots. We had just looked at that one. That is okay. Here's another one of the boots. You can see some of the new shingles that they put in, and I will find the receipt. Our contractor Wes had his roofer guy do this, and you can tell it's completely fine. This is a stretchy rubber that slips down over the PVC, and then they add some extra tar just to make it extra well sealed. You can see actually by pushing it, it flexes, like it's still springy. So that's a elastic, basically elastic squeeze onto the pipe. When they're in your hand at Home Depot, like you can tell that the hole is actually smaller, so it stretches out to fit. So that's one of them. That was the other one. There's another one of them with the same overboot design, so even if it ever fails, it won't leak into the house. This one doesn't have an overboot. But again, you can see the newer tile. It's a little bit less obvious underneath the oak tree when the leaves make it dirty. Flexi, rubber flexi. And I have this up here because I'm actually going to replace that because this gets dry over time. Crumbly. So I'm going to re-caulk, well, roof sealant, all the exposed ones. So that's it for this.